So here's the deal. There's what you want or what you think you want, and there's what you're being really called to do. And you can do whatever you want, right? You can take those courses, or you can watch those YouTube videos, or you can buy whatever guides that you think are going to really position you for success. But the one thing that is going to position you for success without fail is listening to your Ori, is listening to your higher self. And there's the plan that we have. And let's just lay out the picture right now. Right now, you may have been going along, and you may be, there's two different people right now who you may be. You'll be the person who really wants to start but cannot. For some reason, there's just something that's stopping you from fully starting. For some reason, there's just something that's stopping you from moving forward. There's that person, and there's also the person who has started, has gone, and now they feel like they're at a standstill. Now they feel like everything is silent, is stagnant, is just not moving the way that they want it to move. And in both of these positions, there may be one thing that's holding both of y'all back. And that one thing is the ability to really move into a state of flow. That one thing is the ability to really put the personality's preferences on the side and really commit to what your soul is calling you to do. And I know you may be sitting here thinking, Ifákóredé, well, how do I know what my soul is calling you to do? You know exactly what that burning desire is that you have not been able to let go of. That thing that, that thing that really lights you up, that thing that you know you would be so happy doing. And that one thing, maybe it's already in your work already, or maybe it's already in your life already. Maybe there's little sprinkles and inklings and all these kind of things that come in. I know for me, I've been working with people for 8 years, and I know for me that when I get Black business owners, or even queer business owners that, or people who want to begin businesses or projects that really feel in tune, in alignment with their purpose, that know that they have come here to serve and aren't afraid to come into this space of, this is what I have, and this is what I want to do, and this is who I want to help. When I get people who have that clear, strong vision, there's just this overwhelming excitement and alignment that I feel within myself. And so there's things that I want to create, that my ego wants me to create, and there may be things that you want to create that you think, oh, this is going to be the way out, or oh, this is going to be the thing that puts me to my next level, or oh, this is the missing piece that I've been looking for. The missing piece that you've been looking for is listening to yourself. And slowly over time, through every promise that you break with yourself, that voice of the spirit, that voice of the soul gets quieter and quieter. But you can reverse all of that damage right now by asking, what have I been ignoring? What passion that just really fully lights me up? What specific flavor of experience fully lights me up that I have been saying no to? Oh, it doesn't make sense, or it's too specific, or it's too niche, or it's too this, or it's too that. What have I been denying myself of? And the ability to fully be present, and the ability to fully sit with your energy, your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, your body. You can be really honest. Because we can talk about timeline jumping, and we can talk about all these beautiful things, and you can watch all these videos and read all these books and do all these meditations. But all of that doesn't matter if you're not here. If you're not present, if you're not noticing what comes up in your body and your spirit and your mind as you move forward through this life. I love this question that I get a lot of times when I teach. How do we move faster? How do we move faster in this timeline jumping process? How do we skip the waiting game? How do we condense time? If we know that time is an illusion, how do we condense time? By following our highest excitement, which is the unifying principle. Unifying principle with you and your Ori, your higher self. The unifying principle with you and the version of you that you think you're shifting into. You already are that version, but are you acting as them every day? Are your actions in alignment with them? Are your thoughts? Are your how you speak over yourself in alignment with them? Are the way that you show up in life, are they all in alignment with them? Or are you all in the head? An Odu that I'm really diving into right now that is really interesting is the Odu of Obara Meji. And you guys may know this Odu if you practice Ifa as well. You may know this Odu as the resting and hovering one. This energy of Obara Meji, when we go deep into the metaphysics of it all, it really represents creating with the universe and creating with humility. And when I hear the word humble, or when I hear people saying be humble, I automatically get a little bit of a reaction, because as a woman, as a Black woman specifically, how many times are we going to be told to be humble before we're told to be proud of ourselves and our accomplishments? So I have a little bit of an adverse reaction, yes. But Obara Meji has really showed me a deeper level of what this really means. We're not talking about humility first. We're not talking about the humility that we may have with other people and downing our accomplishments. That's not what we're really talking about. What we're talking about is humility with your relationship with the universe. Humility with your relationship with Olodumare, with the Creator. Humility with your relationship with your Ori. And what that means is there's some things that we want to do that may fuel our ego, that may make our ego really happy, right? You got all this attention, or maybe it's going to make the money come faster, and you're just like, well, look, anything that I can do to get out of this situation, I'll do it. If it's fast, that's perfect. I want that fast money. I want that fast love. We want everything in haste. We want everything in instant gratification. And so there's some things our ego is just saying, okay, just ignore what you really want to do and just do this, because then you'll be able to do this and you'll be able to get the things and the things and the things, when in reality, abundance starts from within. We know that from the Odu Oshe. But with Obara, when we talk about humility, we're talking about the ability to listen to the calling that lights you up, to listen to the calling that makes you the most passionate, to listen to the calling that you know you will never be able to ignore, to listen to what lights your entire body up, your entire spirit up, what makes you super excited. Listening to that above all. And again, there's some things that your ego will try to pull you to and push you to. But you ultimately know the call that you cannot ignore, the thing that you keep returning back to. And so creating from a humble space with the universe means going with your own flow and not the flow that you try to force. It means no longer trying to satisfy other people's assumptions or other people's expectations, and really listening to your own, not your ego's own. Again, the ego may want all these things, recognition and material gain and all these things. That's beautiful at some point in time, but maybe you're at the space right now, and the reason why maybe you even found this video is because you're at the space right now where you want major change. You don't want just fast money, a couple thousand, a couple this, couple that here and there, a relationship that lasts for the summer. No, you want a foundational shift. You want a foundational shift in your being. You want to recreate your life. Not from a space of I'm going to become someone else and I'm going to do something else. No, I want stability. I want everything to feel steady. I want there to be an everlasting, overflowing, unlimited space, energy, feeling tone of abundance within my own body, within my own spirit. And I want that energy, that frequency to maintain itself throughout my entire life. I want long-lasting change. I want foundational change. And for that change to happen, there is a level of humility that we have to come to, where we put all the fast things and instant gratification aside and we say, what do I really want? What do I really feel called to? So if you're seeing this, you're at a space where you may be at a crossroads. You can either decide to keep going forward safely or keep going forward within your ego's comfort zone. Oh, just do this, just do that, and it'll be good. Or you can decide to start to water the seed that you know is going to give you the fruit that you have been always having a taste for. And maybe that's going to require things that you've never done before. And maybe that's going to require a new level of humility. I know for me, I'm really feeling called to bring my work in person, and not a way that you may think, but I'm going to, that's a whole other thing. I'm really feeling called to bring my work in person, and Spirit is pushing me out. And I know it's going to require a new level of humility for me to go in person and talk to these people who I know I need to talk to. But that's where the humility comes in, of saying, look, putting the ego's preferences aside, putting the personality's preferences aside, and saying, what am I really committing myself to? Ultimately, what will make me light up? Ultimately, what do I know if this worked out? There would be such a relief that came over me. You're seeing this because it's time to get out of that crossroads. You already know the decision, but you're choosing confusion because you don't want to commit to it. You're afraid of that responsibility. You're afraid that you may lose everything, and you will, in exchange for the blessings that are really for you, in exchange for the life shift that is truly for you. I just wanted to give you this message today. I trust that it finds everyone who needs to find. I'm going to release a very beautiful new free ebook very soon called Intimacy, the Science of Self-Trust and Self-Worth. Not self-worship. We already have self-worship. The Science of Self-Trust and Self-Worth. So subscribe to my newsletter if you want to tap into that. Of course, it's going to be free for everyone on my newsletter. Go to my website. Hit the newsletter pop-up, and you'll be there, and you'll get more free ebooks in doing that. But if you've made it all the way to the end of this video, give me a white heart and tell me what lights you up. I'll see you soon. Odaba.